Guys, welcome back to the Poco Loco Talk. Today is Poco Loco Monday, which means that we get a controversial event in sport history and we talk about it. Today we have the Fail Mary, which was a never seen before event that happened in football history. It changed the world. Now, let's get into it.
All right. It was Monday Night Football, Week 3, September 24 of the 2012 NFL season. The Seattle Seahawks were up against the Green Bay Packers. The Seahawks were trailing 7-12 with 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and Russell Wilson throws a Hail Mary to the end zone. Golden Tate from the Seattle Seahawks and MJ Jennings from the Green Bay Packers jump into the air and fight for the ball and end up wrestling after they come down to the floor, and the officials ruled it a touchdown for the Seahawks, and the Seahawks end up winning the game.
All right, let's get into it. I'll show us the video here. I'll show you guys the video over there on your part. Let's see what we can see.
The game's final play is a Wilson loft to the end zone, which is fought for by Tate with Jennings simultaneous. Who has it? One guy goes up, touchdown. The other said no time.
How does MD Jennings not get...
Knowing me, I for sure, I definitely think the Packers had the ball the entire time.
Okay, but if we look back at the footage, Golden Tate had initial possession, and then he had possession at the end when he fell into the end zone.
Yeah, but bro, the Packers corner had the ball the entire time going down.
But that don't matter.
Yes, it
that
does.
Don't matter.
He had 2 feet on the ground, bro. 2 feet on the ground with the ball. That's automatically should be accounted a touchdown.
Bro, that goes under
he
the
got brought down
simultaneous
after.
catch rule. The simultaneous catch rule.
Why was it so controversial?
According to the Rule 8, Section 1, Article 3, Item 5 of the NFL Rulebook, if 2 players catch the ball simultaneously and both retain possession when they hit the ground, the ball is awarded to the offense. And in this case, Golden Tate was in the end zone, so it was cleared it was ruled a touchdown, which makes sense. So I don't know why he's arguing.
That's cool, but according from actual ESPN analysis, 2012, former refs agreed that the Packers safety had control of the ball, indicating that it for real was an interception. So
But that don't matter. I don't care. They're analysts from the ESPN.
They're actual
bro,
refs.
From the ESPN, bro. ESPN is nothing compared to the NFL rule handbook, all right?
All right. Okay, what else you got?
Right? The NFL rule book is right here, and ESPN's right here,
what else
right?
you got?
They don't
What's
compare.
your next thing?
All right. Okay, according to referee Easley, it was a rare play, never happened before.
Yeah.
Quote unquote, I made a ball, it was a correct call. Easley emphasized that he acted based on what he observed during the game. It could happen to anyone.
Who is that?
Bro, the referee Easley, bro, the GOAT, the man himself. Bro, it could happen to anyone. Any officials in the moment would not know what it's done.
You like that NFL stuff. NFL had an official statement after that game back in 2012 that the ref was a replacement that made that call. So it was a replacement ref that made that mistake by not calling pass interference in the first place. So if he called pass interference, the play would have been nullified and none of this would have happened.
But it was the ref. That was the NFL's fault. Why'd they have a backup? They should have sent the main guy, you know?
Well, exactly.
But I got an NFL statement right here. The official determined that both Tate and Jennings had possession of the ball. Under the rule simultaneous catch, the ball belonged to Tate, the offense player. Result of play was a touchdown. NFL statement right here.
All right, bro. All right, I'll switch it up. I got something from New York Times. Ready? You ready for this? Are you ready? So now they made a rule called the lockout, and the NFL made a rule called the NFL lockout, which was made just days later because the league was forced to, because they had so much pressure from the fans, which was killing them, and so they had to create this rule which was due to that game and that incorrect call. So there's no way.
But it don't matter. All those rules made after the call.
You know what?
If the NFL saw, if the NFL knew it was a mistake, they would have intervened.
All right, I get you. All right, let's pull in an actual NFL player and let's see what they think. All right, guys, welcome back. I brought a special guest, a former wide receiver from the Patriots. Now, I want to hear your thoughts on what you think, who was wrong, who was right. I want to hear your thoughts on this.
So they called the touchdown for Golden Tate.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the reason they did that is because anytime you have 2 players that are fighting over the ball,
mm-hmm.
And it's the and it's an offensive possession, usually the refs give the ball to the offensive player with the, I guess, the preconceived notion that they made the play, then the defense kind of.
Yeah, I would for
reacted
sure
to
the
that
Packers had the
play.
ball the whole time, but I would have thought the call was wrong. But
No, I feel you, and I do think that initially Jennings caught the ball.
yeah,
But I do know that most refs are going to favor the offensive player in that situation.
no, yeah, for sure. I mean, it happens, but I mean, we'll talk more into it. But thanks again for coming.
Yeah, you already know.
It was a pleasure.
It's nothing.
All right, thank you, speaker.
All right. The GOAT, Coach Dev, honored to have him here on our campus, Salesian High School. The GOAT himself, the man.
Show.
He agreed to it. He agreed to the simultaneous catch rule. What's there to argue?
No,
what are you going to
but,
argue against an
I mean,
NFL
it wasn't-
ex-player?
I mean,
Played
he
with the
did-
GOAT, Tom Brady.
He literally said that, like, the Green Bay Packer, for sure, like, he had that ball, though. Like, it
But-
was his ball.
But he agreed to the
again-
simultaneous catch rule.
Again, he wasn't aware of that rule change that happened, or that there was a ref replacement, or, he didn't know all that.
But it went under simultaneous catch rule at that time.
But what does
It don't
that
really
mean
matter.
when, like, there's...
It don't really matter. Coach
Alright.
Devin Lucien agreed.
All
He
right.
agreed to the simultaneous catch rule. There's nothing to argue.
there's
It was
lot
a
to
fair
argue.
touchdown. It was a fair touchdown.
It was not a fair touchdown.
It was a fair
ruled-
touchdown.
The NFL was like, "Oh, we messed up after the game, and it shouldn't have been called this." No mames.
That don't make sense, bro. The NFL should have intervened and changed it.
All right,
They didn't. They left it because they knew it went under the simultaneous catch rule.
All right, then let's see what else you got.
It's very simple what I got. Coach Devin Lucien, he agreed to the simultaneous catch rule. That he agreed, so it's a fair
Yeah.
touchdown.
I mean, we love Coach Dad, but like from MD Jennings himself, the Packers corner, he said, "I had the ball the whole time on that ball. I had my hands on the ball the whole
It don't matter
time."
which MD
He
Jennings
said,
said.
"I had it down all the way. I know it was an interception. I had the ball. I was the one who came down with it." That was his official statement after that game.
But Coach Devin Lucien played with
He
the
wasn't at the game, bro. He
Tom
wasn't at the
Brady.
game.
But
What does that mean? What does that have to do with
Bro.
anything? That has nothing to do with anything.
are you an ex-NFL? How would you have a say in this topic, bro? You're just a little mariachi boy, singing
Oh
your
my
little
God.
corriditos right there with
You're
Mr.
a music
Masa.
kid too. You didn't even play sports, Wayne.
Bro, you were just a JV online. You didn't make it out of
Oh,
JV,
here we
junior and
go.
junior
Hey,
varsity.
I was playing football though. You weren't.
Bro, I had my meniscus torn.
No,
I would have
you
made
didn't. You're
D1
such a
soccer.
liar,
I would have carried this school to like a championship, bro.
But you didn't even go here, bro.
I can't well. But that's not the point. That's not the point. Coach Devin Lucien agreed to the simultaneous catch rule.
All right. Well, we'll see the facts later. We'll check out our actual facts later. Guys, I don't think we're going to agree on this. This is a really controversial thing that we can go back and forth on. I want to hear what you guys think down in the comments. What do you think? Who you guys think? We'll go off that. And make sure you guys like and subscribe and do all these things.
All right. Thank you guys for watching the Poco Loco Talk. We'll catch you on the next Poco Loco Talk Monday. And let us know what controversial cause you want us to go over.
We'll see you then.